I'm back! And better than ever, baby. Well, I don't know about that, but I'm definitely back. So, if you missed me, I've been gone for about 3 months. Euro touring, basically. Long story, we'll get there. But I'm back. And back home comes with its ups and downs. So, on the plus side, like being home. On the downside, I came back with about 2 days between getting home and starting the fall semester, which is gonna be a huge pain in my ass, and I can't start it in a filthy ass house, so I got to cleaning ASAP, because I didn't leave it clean, because I didn't think it through that far. So first things first, I gotta rearrange my room. I gotta rearrange my house, and I gotta rearrange my life. So we're gonna do that. Since I've gotten back, I've pretty much been just sleeping on my couch and slogging through the few days I have before utter chaos kicks in, so that's not gonna fly. So we're gonna start with organizing my room a bit, so I have a little more motivation to sleep and stay there instead of sleeping on my sofa like a degenerate. And then I kind of got to cleaning everything, to be honest. It started with the room. Here I am, washing my brushes. Yeah, shit I do in my 20s. As I put it here, makeup brushes were filthy. My entire house was a little bit filthy. I really look disgusted by it here. I think it's because my brushes got literally covered in lip gloss, so they were quite sticky, and you can imagine how unpleasant that was. But, you know, we got there, slowly but surely, you know?
Almost.
Yeah, almost, exactly. So I basically rearranged my study desk to be kind of a vanity situation, so I could kind of start getting ready there properly, and, well, I took it one room at a time, basically, and I guess that's the way to do it, right? One step at a time. Though, there was a lot left to do. Lots and lots. But I got through it. And the good thing is, once work was done, or resetting was done, I got to take it a little slower, and it really was good to be home. Back in my space, back in my world, back with my family. Gotta play poker with some cards, some friends. My little puppy, my baby, Mana. You know, it was good to see her. I missed her like hell. Damn. And yeah, I got back to mundane. Eating, sleeping when I can. Painting. That painting in the background, that I had to get show ready. Details on that later. But chaos was back in pretty much full swing as soon as I got home. I missed my studio the most. Honestly, more than anything about home. Space to paint, the stuff to paint, the environment I'm familiar in painting with, and I kind of just wanted to get back to it right away. So I bought this big ass white panel you see on the left, or right, sorry, here. And I just got to it. As soon as my house was acceptable in terms of living conditions, I just went for it. And this piece I kind of just made to think about what the hell I'd been doing these last 3 months. It has been full chaos. Been doing a lot of this the last 3 months too. Hey, everyone needs their vices, right? Right. So, I just needed to think, and thinking doesn't work so well in my brain. It needs to come out and paint. So, I did that. And you'll see what kind of comes out there. I didn't have a plan really, I just wanted to paint. So, I did. I missed my paints, I missed my brushes. I missed the space to be able to just do whatever the fuck I felt like, you know? I don't think I really got homesick 3 months away, and maybe that sounds a little crazy, but there was chaos, don't get me wrong. But there's chaos at home too, case in point. And I found that coming home after being gone so long was a little bit of an adjustment too. Nothing crazy, but there are pros and cons to everything, right? Being away was fun because I was away, but you're also not home. You know what I mean? It's a catch-22. And the funny thing is, I think I kind of expected going away to solve all my problems and I'd come back this new perfect person, but that didn't really happen. And honestly, saying it out loud, I don't know how I could have expected it to. It's a little crazy, you know? It changed me a lot as a person, that I will say. And I think that's pretty damn true. Hopefully for the better, though I guess time's gonna tell. But I don't know, I'm still me, you know? It was still my body, just 6,000 kilometers away. And though I'm glad I did it, and God, I'd love to do it again, it's good to be home. So, this piece, she doesn't have a name yet, and that's okay. and we'll just kind of keep working on her, and I'll keep talking. The start of the semester started pretty ruthlessly, to be honest, but I missed my friends a lot, man. I really did. As much as I'd love to paint the I'm an artist loner archetype, I can't really function like that. I already live alone now, and that's an adjustment. Here she is. Forum's starting to take place, and that's fun. I decided to go with the figure that kind of is holding an open book because I'm thinking, and the book kind of represents 3 months, you know? I learned a lot, I absorbed a lot about myself, about other people, about new places, but yeah, one of the main things I learned was how much I miss my friends, and my family in part, you know? The people you're around kind of make you a little bit, and I'm made by really good people, I think. Seeing them was probably the best part of coming home. Minus my studio and my dog. Those parts were pretty damn great too. So I prioritized that along with just getting back on my feet. And, well, I prioritized that probably for the first week, and then work kicked in. And work's been great and all, don't get me wrong. I do a lot of different jobs. You'll find out that quick. I'm a painter, sure, but I'm also a videographer, an editor. For this, the thing you're watching right now, oh yeah, 100% made by yours truly, but also for a bunch of other things. I'm also employed by another fine artist to edit her stuff, and content creation, and hard labor, and yada yada yada, the list goes on. What don't I do at this point, honestly? Paint. I don't paint enough, so I kind of use you as a vehicle to give me an excuse to paint more, because I feel like more comes out of it. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but fuck, I love to paint, so that's what I'm doing here, and I could paint forever. That's something that I think I need to do more. It's just painting. So, why do you do that? The time always fades so quickly. You could already see how it went from light to dark, and this was all shot in one day. I actually painted this all in one day, and then did this. Spoiler alert. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but I think I just needed it to process what I thought. I'm still thinking a lot, but back when I'm trying to think less, I think it's kind of worthless to just keep thinking all the time. Living in my own head is getting fucking boring, so I'm getting out of it. I'm moving out. Though my school semester doesn't seem so hectic on paper, in reality it's chaos. But I think I like a little bit of chaos. Here we again. So, yeah, it's been a minute, hasn't it? I'm gonna eat an Oreo. Birthday cake Oreo, kind of fire. Breakfast. It's, well, noon, but whatever. It's been a wackadoo few months since I saw you last. Honestly, I feel like a completely different person these days. But it's good to be back in my studio. I miss painting. As you guys can see, I've been up to a whole lot of things. I'll put some pictures up on screen, maybe. I've been busy. There's no rest for the wicked, y'all. Like, not even a little bit. I don't think I've slept properly in like 3 days at least, but hustle, grinds it. Gotta do what you gotta do. Did miss you guys though. This will be interesting. I'm trying to use this more as like a journal. You're becoming my little journal now because I'm sick of writing and my handwriting sucks anyway. So yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm holding you hostage because you'll like it. It'll be like Stockholm syndrome, but in a happy way. So enjoy that, embrace that. Yeah, I got back to painting this week and I'll show you what I'm working on now. The state of my living room is the studio, basically. Lighting's better in here. I use the other room, like my art storage, really. Yeah, I've been decorating the place. You'll see some things that keep changing. Maybe I'll do a house tour next episode. So, oh yeah, that's the footage you'll see. The cleaning up footage. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so as I'm living alone, I realize that I'm big on energy, okay? You might notice already, if you haven't noticed already, you'll notice now. I'm a bit of a loony bin human being, junk drawer personified type person, so I'm trying not to be though. That's the point. So I had reading week off, and I just cleaned my entire fucking house. I recorded a lot of it, and it got me thinking. I thought a lot about a lot of stuff. Ruminated on a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's kind of the word of the month. Ruminating. You're doing a lot of thinking. I guess that explains the piece I'm making now. The one you keep saying. But you're holding the book. Yeah, we're working on that. We're gonna finish that next episode. For now, we're gonna kind of jump back and forth. Because that's what I feel like I'm doing. I'm just kind of like half in, half out with everything. Like crab walking around my life. But it's fun. So I'm gonna live life by my terms. And that means I want a clean room. I want a place to do my makeup. I want my studio organized. I want to make more art. So that's why I'm trying to figure out how we can do that together. My only issue is I'm a bit of a hermit sometimes when it comes to painting. You'll see that. My process is a little, maybe strange, by my definition strange. You'll see some shit. Fuck, I glued flower petals onto this one. Like, what do you want me to say? I'm at a crossroads right now. That's really the essence of what I want to say. I'm between a lot of ideas and a lot of thoughts, and I'm trying to find a patch of solace. Like a safe space, or like a quiet place where I just don't have to think about everything so hard. And here I still am overthinking it, So I think for the most part, all I'm gonna guarantee to you is I'll make stuff, and I'm gonna film myself making stuff, and I'm gonna show you what I'm making, and I'll talk about what I'm making. Okay? That's about it. So you'll see my life, because my life pours out of my art. I'm an expressionist. That just means that whatever's going on in here is gonna come out on there, and it's gonna be wacky and messy and maybe kind of gross and hopefully not too scary, but it's fun sometimes. So that I'll promise you. And I'm working on a lot of really cool projects right now that I'm quite psyched about. So let's put it together, okay? And I also want to tell you about this crazy ass trip I went on in the summer, because it was crazy as fuck. Okay? It was, I think, to date the craziest thing I've ever done. I don't even think I realized what I was doing until I did it. And even now, I don't know if I've processed it, hence why I want to maybe relive it. It was like I booked the ticket and I was like, wait, fuck it, I'm leaving for 3 months and I'll come back late in 3 months, bye. And there were some plans. I think there was like a month of time where I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't know when I was going where, and I was going for a work thing, and I don't know, but it was beautiful. So stay tuned. I think it'll be fun. Next week my friend's coming to stay with me actually, and I think she'll be in the next episode then. That'll be all good. We'll be great. Nothing to worry about. I'm not leaving that in there. Yeah.